Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. Here's even more proof that men are not protecting women in Western society anymore. She says a man invited her outside to a fight and she just can't believe it. Let's see if she provoked it.
Hey TikTok. So I follow Grits and Eggs podcast, and for the past few days they have been hitting on some things that I recognize as happening and still happening.
She means the lack of chivalry and men not wanting to protect women they don't know anymore.
So here's a story that took place today. I went to Wawa.
Wawa is a convenience store / gas station.
I live in Richmond, Virginia, and I live in Bon Air. I went to Wawa to get gas and some coffee. So when I walk in, you know the little Wawa things, the coffee things, these little things, these little sleeve things, these, they're all over the floor. So when I first walk in, the store's a little bit busy. The employees are doing stuff. And there's one employee and another lady. She is helping to pick the things up. So I'm like, oh my goodness. And I start helping. There are 4 people waiting on food, mind you. 3 of them are black men.
She means black men minding their own business.
So we pick them up. We continue to pick them up.
Her and either a female worker at Wawa or another woman customer who volunteered to do it on their own.
And one of the little ladies, she was like, hey, get you some coffee. Thank you. I certainly appreciate it. I said, not a problem.
And that's when you should have gotten your coffee, paid for your stuff, and left the store. But no, you just had to speak your mind out loud.
So I then say, as I'm making my coffee, the one thing I noticed is that our black kings did not assist us.
They don't work there, and it doesn't matter whether they were black men or purple aliens. A person that does not work in that store does not have to clean up a mess that was left on the floor. That includes you, lady.
That's what I said. That's all I said. And I could have chosen to use other words, but I didn't.
You also could have kept your thoughts in your head, but you didn't. And look what happened because you spoke your mind out loud.
I said, our black kings. I said, and then I said, when the opportunity comes, there's never any assistance, even on a small scale.
Once again, black men have been told by black women that they are not needed on any scale.
Well, I guess that got under one of them's collars, and he started ranting.
And let me guess, you kept running your mouth.
Mind you, I said at the beginning, the store was a little bit busy.
That's not the customer's problem.
This man followed me around the entire store, calling me everything but a child of God.
And because the store was crowded, you thought you had protection, so you kept running your mouth.
So I finally said, you know what? I'll be your bitch if that's what you want. If that's what you want me to be today, to make you feel better about the fact that you watched us like an overseer with your arms folded.
Do you see and hear her attitude? Like she can go toe to toe in a fist fight with a man?
And then decided after I called you out on not assisting us, then all that energy you giving me right now, you could have did that and we could have got that up quicker.
Boy, you was just begging to get your dentures knocked out, huh?
But you chose not to. Then you want to say, I got a bad knee. I do too, baby, and a bad back.
So then he gave you a legitimate reason, whether it was the truth or not, that he had a bad knee that kept him from helping. And you had to one-up him with your bad knee and your bad back, rather than just accepting his excuse and shut the f*** up.
But that's still common courtesy at a store that I frequent. And I know you do too.
It doesn't matter how many times you go into that store. Just like it was your decision to clean up the mess, it was his decision to decide not to.
Seriously? But you know what? he continued to call me all of these names. No one in that store, not one man, said a single word.
You notice? She said that this guy was only going in on her. There was another woman that was helping her clean up, but she didn't say anything about him going off on her. You know why? Because the other woman wasn't running her mouth.
He kept calling me bitch. He then gets to the door as he's leaving. This man invited me. Oh, we could take this outside. Yeah, I got something for you outside. Not one man. And it was about 15 men in this store. 15 men. Not one of them said, what? Are you serious? You inviting a woman outside to do what?
We've all heard the stories about men protecting strange women and them end up losing their life. I guarantee you every man in that store that was listening to her run off at her mouth was thinking to themselves, lady, all you gotta do is shut up. And it never would have come to an invite outside to squabble.
I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
Here it comes. She's about to pull the black women are innocent on every level and they've never done anything wrong to a black man card. Wait for it.
We are always let down. And this is why there's so many black women who don't even want it. They either don't want no man at all, period, because they don't want to deal with being let down.
So when strange black men won't come to your rescue because you decided to speak your mind out loud, now all of a sudden all black men let all black women down. Wow.
And I'm not saying this about all men because I know that it's not all men. I'm married, and I'm married to a fantastic, amazing Puerto Rican man.
So you're a black woman married to a Puerto Rican man. So why didn't you marry a black man?
So that should tell you. Yes. I've been dirty, done dirty, you know, by my own kind.
Was it because you was running your mouth unnecessarily like you just did in the store? So you've dated black men. They did you dirty. You decided to date outside your race and you ended up marrying a Puerto Rican man. You go into a store and start flipping off at the mouth at a black man, and now you expect other black men to come to your rescue. The same race of men that you say have done you dirty. So did I get that right?
And this is just another situation. And I'm not bashing black men, so please do not come in the comments with that. That is not what I'm saying. But if we don't hold people accountable for their actions.
You mean like you not holding yourself accountable for the actions of running off at the mouth when you could have kept your thoughts to yourself?
This man invited me outside to fight me because I called him out for standing there with his arms folded like an overseer.
Never believe anything these women say when they start adding extra to the story. See, she has to make it seem like he was doing something that provoked her to say something to him. Since when do black men stand around with their arms folded, looking over a strange woman pick up stuff off the floor like an overseer? See, by her saying that, it makes her look like the victim. It's called embellishing what really happened. Chances are that black man was standing there with his arms folded, and he just happened to be standing there with his arms folded, and that was it.
The other two, they weren't even looking at us.
They were keeping their mouths shut and minding their own business like you should have done.
This man is staring down at us as we pick up every last one of them. And shout out to Wawa. They were busy, and this is the one on Southside on
I object, Your Honor. The location of the store has nothing to do with this story.
Anyways, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So, tell me what you think, because I feel so let down. I felt really let down by men today. I really did.
And we as black men, we're not surprised that you're trying to blame black men who didn't come to your rescue, when in reality, it was you that could have kept your mouth shut. Too many black women think that they can say whatever they want and men are supposed to just accept it. And as you can see, those days are over.
And no, there were not that very many. There weren't too. Sorry about that. There weren't that many women in the store, but they didn't say anything either, so.
And just like the black men in that store, they don't owe you protection either.
But it was so many men in there. And this man invited me to go outside.
There were so many men in that store, you felt like it was okay for you to speak your mind because you thought they were going to protect you. Now you're getting a reality check that dude could have whooped your ass and the rest of them would have stood around and they wouldn't have helped you.
Like, he said, "Funky bitch, we can take this outside. Come on outside." And I was like, to do what?
Oh, now you want to play stupid.
You got so much energy now. But where was the energy when we was over there with our backs bent over helping this lady pick these things up?
So did you square up with him or what?
Let me know what y'all think, because I am so appalled right now. Honestly, I'm so appalled.
Now, she spoke of people should take accountability for their actions. But not one time in this video does she take accountability for the fact that she could have kept her thoughts to herself and none of this would have happened. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video, where the men go in the comment section under her video and tell her the same thing that I'm saying in this video. And you get to see how she responds. I'm pretty sure you already know she uses deflection. Ladies, feel free to speak your mind at any time you want, but understand that there are consequences to what you say out loud, especially when you say something out loud to people you do not know. She lucked out though. He didn't do anything to her because this could have ended a whole lot worse. Like I always tell young people around me, no one is responsible for your safety but you. Be careful what you do and what you say out loud, because there are people out here that are off their rocker and they'll take your life for something you said. So in closing, keep this in mind when you're about to say something you probably shouldn't. Everything inside your head does not have to come out of your mouth. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these 2 videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.